Hey guys, myself Manoj Sharma. Welcome to TechnoSage. So in this video, we will talk about how we can set up our own home lab environment for Selenium. If you're new to Selenium or want to learn Selenium, I request you to please watch this video till the end. At the last, you will be able to create or set up your own home lab for Selenium and can able to run your first automated test case. So let's get started. So before we set up our own home lab, let's list down the important things that we need for our lab. First being the language of our choice. Since we know we have already discussed in the Selenium architecture video that the Selenium WebDriver supports multiple languages like Java, Python, Perl, C Sharp, etc. etc. So here, because my videos would be more on the Java side, because I'll be doing programming in the Java or the automation in the Java, so I'll install Java in my system. Next being the IDE. IDE means the place where I will be writing all programming and from where I need to run the test case. So in my case, I'll be installing the Eclipse. You can still use IntelliJ or any other IDE of your choice. Third is the browser. Since I know that Selenium supports web browser automation or web UI automation, so I need browser, obviously, to run the test case on from IDE on browser. Next and the last and the very much important point is the Selenium jars, because without Selenium jars, you won't be able to automate anything in Selenium. That is the fact actually here. So these are the 4 points that I need to satisfy in order to set up my home lab successfully. So I'll start with the point number 1, that is installing Java. Open the browser of your choice. You have this Google. Just take the help of the Google and type JDK install. And you will get the first link from the Oracle. Click onto it. Google is very intelligent. And then come on to the Oracle JDK section where JDK download is there. Click onto it. Come down, search for your OS. It's Windows 64 for me. I'll install the JDK. I accept the review terms and conditions without reading it and click on to download. So now the download for this exe has begun. So this is done. I'll click onto it. I'll play the run. And I'll wait for some time. Yeah, so it's preparing to install. I'll go next. The path I'm keeping default. I'll also suggest you to keep everything by default. Go next. And now the installation has begun. It won't take much time. After that, we'll be setting up the environment path for this JDK. JDK is basically the Java development kit. It's a software development kit to develop applications in Java. Since we'll be writing the test cases in Java, so obviously it requires some environment, some runtime environment. So this JDK is now done. I'll do the close. And now I'll go to the path where I have installed the JDK or the Java. I'll go to C drive, program files, and you have the Java here. JDK, and now go to the bin path. So in the bin path, if I search for Java, you can see the Java here and also Javac. So this is Javac is basically for the compilation. Java is for an interpreter. So all these stuffs are there in this bin folder. So that's the reason why we need to set up the environment path, because whenever you are running a program of Java, though your system would be having Java, but still your program won't know that at what place in your operating system the Java is kept. So you need to explicitly define the environment path variables. You need to set the environment path variables for the OS so that whenever someone wants to run any application in Java, the path is not required. It will automatically pick from the system variables within your OS. So I'll copy this bin till the bin path. I'll copy this address and then go to this Windows option. Just type this, and once you type this, you will get this PC. Right click and go to the properties. Under the properties, you will see something called advanced system settings. Click onto it and now go to the environment variables. And here you will see something called path. If you scroll down, you will see something called path. Double click it, it will open up. And by default, my environment path is there because I've already set it before. But okay, I'll just show you how you can do it. I'll delete first. So like this, it will open up. Click on to new, paste the path, and hit OK. And then same thing you have to do for the Java home also. I'll show it again. I'll delete this. Click on to new, and you need to now set the new variable path, the variable name. The variable name would be Java underscore home. Paste the same thing here, same address, but now remove this bin and leave it till the JDK16 and click on OK. So now we have set two environment variables. First is the Java home and second is the path. So click on to OK and OK. So environment path is now set. We'll verify it. I'll open up the command prompt and I will type Java -version, and it will list me the version that I have installed freshly. So this way you can install the Java and set up the environment path. So we have done now the first step, that is the installation of the Java. I'll mark it as done. Now next is the IDE installation. I want to install the Eclipse here. So I'll again go to the Google and we'll directly write here the Eclipse. There is a website called eclipse.org. I'll go on to it. I'll go to the download section. And under download section, I can see Eclipse IDE. I'll install this Eclipse, or I'll download the Eclipse from this site. So the download has started. I'll wait till the download gets completed. So now the download has completed. I'll click on to this exe. In order to install the Eclipse, I'll click on to run. And now there is an option called Eclipse IDE for Java developers. I'll click onto it. And it is saying that Java 11 plus VM, it want to install the Java here. By default it is there, but okay, let it install, no problem. And then click on to install. Accept now the license agreement, and you can see it's getting installed. The installation has begun. So we'll wait till the installation gets complete and then we'll proceed further. So you can see now the installation is completed. I'll click on to launch. So now you can see now it's getting launched up, the Eclipse IDE 2021-03 edition. So first time it will take some time to load. So here it is asking us to create the workspace. I'm keeping this by default. So my workspace would be in the C user administrator Eclipse workspace. You can give your name or your project name or whatever, the name that suggests well to you. But I'm keeping this by default. I'll click on to launch. So now you can see this is the home screen for, or the welcome screen for the Eclipse. I'll close this. So there is a link called create Java project, because since this IDE is new, there is no project imported or created. So let's not talk about this in this video, because here we'll dealing more how to set up the environment. In the upcoming videos, we'll talk more on the Eclipse and how we can run the test case from this Eclipse. So now again, we'll go to the checklist and we'll update that the IDE is also done. Now next thing is the browser. I already have a browser, so by default I'll just give it done. I hope you people also have browser in your system, like the Chrome, Firefox, or IE. So you can have browser of your choice. So mostly I'll be running the cases on the Chrome and the Firefox. So next is the most important thing, that is the Selenium jar. So we'll see how we can download the Selenium jars from the official website. So again, we'll go to the Google and we'll type Selenium jars. And there you can see official website called selenium.dev. This is the official website from where you can download the relevant jars. I'll go to the download section, and under the download section you will see the different modules like for Selenium Grid, the Internet Explorer driver server, and a lot of things. So I need the Selenium jars for my Java section. So if you come down, you can see Selenium clients and WebDriver language bindings. So under this, I'll go to Java. I told you, right, there are many languages that Selenium supports, like Ruby, Python. So based upon that, you can install the Selenium jars of your choice of the language that you are using. But currently we're using Java, so we'll download the language, the Java specific jars, a Java specific package. In Java, the packages are jars. So you can see that Selenium java.zip has started to download, and it's downloaded also. So it's there. I'll just copy them and we'll come to the desktop and we'll create a folder called Selenium. It's not important, just I'm keeping it under same folder so as to not mess up things here. I'll extract. This is a beta version. You can also use the release version as well. So now I have extracted the zip folder, and inside this folder you can see there are a lot of Selenium jars which we will be using when we will be creating the test case. So this is pretty much from the lab point of view, how to set up the lab. So we also have installed the Selenium jars. I'll mark them as done. So now the next thing is we need to import these jars into our IDE and have to create the test case in Java and run it on the browser. So that we'll be seeing in the next video, in the upcoming video, how we can create the first test case and run the first test case using Selenium, or automate the first test case using Selenium and can run it on the browser. So this is it from this video. I hope you like this video. Please do let us know in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for another video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.